The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll go right back to him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Using his legs, it's Cross. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Red Wolves have this offense rolling. On the option. Now the pitch. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. So the Michigan Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Back to throw, it's Warren. This time he's got it. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He breaks a tackle.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Nice move to keep running. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Caught over the middle. It's Stevenson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Cross. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
That's caught. It's Wallace. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Warren. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The sure hands, it's Loveland. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. One final play before the end of the quarter. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Into the end zone he goes. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arkansas State 14, Michigan 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Feeling some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. The option look. The pitch. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Getting some heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it up.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've broken the lead.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They move the tight end all over. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Strikes the blow. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Morris. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll immediately call timeout. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you...
Oh, look out. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Stevenson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's going to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like, and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off.
He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Morgan. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Looking for a productive play on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offense goes to this play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary. There's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Now the toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Slings it downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To throw, it's Warren. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Here's the handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Red Wolves are rolling down the field. On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. On the ground, it's Wallace. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They have given it up on all 3 of their previous 4th down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
These quarterbacks are so frustrating. I mean, he takes and chews up ground so easy, gets the first down easily, wanted to throw the football, but some kind of athlete able to pull that thing down and go get that first down.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Lining up for the PAT. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Minnesota has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 24 over Nevada. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Warren. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. On the option. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Now on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead, and the Red Wolves get it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll toss it. Dances away from 1. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
And just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
It's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option, he'll toss it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You got to have that defense you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this could put them on top as we get close to closing time.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Going up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish.